part of us feels like people should only be forgiven if they're sorry. Lachelle. Hey guys, it's Lachelle. Thank you for clicking on this video. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to give me a like, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. And you can even turn on post notifications if you are so inclined. Today I just really wanted to talk about letting go without closure and everything that's like involved in that. Because I know that closure is given a lot of weight, and a lot of the times it doesn't come, and you kind of have to learn how to be okay with that. I once saw this like tweet or something. It was like on a little text post on Instagram, and it said, have you ever wanted to just sit down with somebody and have a meaningful talk about what they did to you? And I see a lot of people that like resonate with that, and I understand that because I did it at one point too. But then I realized a lot of people who hurt you did it from their level of perception, and that's not going to change no matter what you say. So you have to kind of let that idea go that one person is gonna suddenly understand like what they did to you and why it was wrong and all that. There's this quote that says, some people you're never gonna see again, at least not in the same way. And it's so true. It's so true, because there are some people that you kind of really don't have super high expectations for in the first place, and so when they disappoint you, it's just like, that happens. But there's some people that you kind of do think are gonna be good to you, or you expect to be good to you because of whatever was said or whatever was whatever. And it's just kind of, I guess it could be a little bit unnerving and like unearthing, kind of like shake you up fully, when like the person that you once thought put the stars in the sky becomes the person that like blows through your life like a tornado. You know what I mean? Just wrecks it, just completely throws you for a loop. But I guess it's just like these things happen, you know what I'm saying? And it's not saying that that was right, because it wasn't, and you didn't deserve that. But if your peace and your healing from that situation hinges on the so-called closure, then you just might not find peace. And it just really comes down to that. I understand that it doesn't seem fair, you know, and it's not fair, but at the risk of sounding cliche, life's not fair. And I guess you just have to get to a point where you've let go of the idea that things should be fair. You know, that like that rule, like Newton's law of something, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Not always. Like in physics for sure, and like in natural life things for sure, but like when sometimes someone hurts you, sometimes that's the end of it. Sometimes there's no thing that you can do to get them back, or to make them understand how they hurt you, or to get them to apologize. Sometimes that has to be the end of it. Sometimes the equal and opposite reaction has to be you finding peace within yourself. And once you do that, then life becomes a lot lighter for you, because you don't let anyone else hold your happiness or your peace in their hands. And you shouldn't. You can't, because then you'll just get disappointed over and over and over and over again, forever, because people don't always mean to hurt you, but they're sometimes gonna hurt you anyway, because that's just what they're able to do right now. And then sometimes you search so hard for like peace with the situation, or like healing with the situation, and you want this closure, and so you have this conversation, and sometimes the person that you're talking to finds a way to flip the script and make you out to be the bad guy, and you leave the conversation worse off than you were when you started the conversation. That's happened to me. I had this whole script, and I think that's what we do. We have this script in our heads of what we're gonna say and what the other person is gonna say back, and you know, maybe you won't have the same relationship you had before, but at least you can move on. And maybe you'll even hug at the end, and maybe you'll be friends and you'll be cool and you'll be able to, and it doesn't happen, baby. It's not gonna happen. Like, some people are never gonna understand what they did wrong. That's okay. It's not okay for them, but that's not your problem. And I guess that's where we find the little disconnect, because we feel like we want to fix it, and that's not our responsibility to do. Your responsibility to yourself is to be at peace. So whether that is with that person having been reformed or having apologized or whatever, or not, which is the more likely outcome, you have to be able to find that peace within yourself. And it starts with not expecting anything from the other person. And there's like people that I know that I've even like started a conversation, a closure conversation, or like a healing conversation, and I came obviously bothered by the situation, but I left just, in stitches. And that wasn't even the last time I tried to have that conversation with that person. But at some point, you really have to like decide for yourself that it's not your responsibility to fix that situation. It's your responsibility to move on from that situation and to heal from that situation so that you can be the best you. Because you can't burden yourself with that. And I understand it's not fair. I understand it's frustrating, but it's also not new. Like, most people don't wake up one day and become different people. So for you to expect somebody that hurt you to suddenly be able to have an intelligent conversation about it, it's kind of unreasonable of you. You know what I'm saying? Because like, they've never shown themselves to be anyone different. Maybe you've never had that hard of a situation with them before, but they've never shown themselves to be someone that would be capable of owning up to it. So you have to find it within yourself to get past it. And so you have to forgive them. And that's like a hard part, because part of us feels like people should only be forgiven if they're sorry. And it's not even about that. It's that you cannot carry that burden with you forever. If they're not sorry, that's not on you, baby. That's on them. So for you to heal and for you to let go with all the closure that you're expecting, you have to first stop expecting the closure. Like, you have to fully be okay with yourself that you're not going to get an explanation. You're not going to get an apology. Decide that within yourself. If down the road you get that apology or that explanation, then good for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, homie. Real talk. But don't wait for it. Don't hold your breath, and don't let your ability to heal from the situation hinge on that. Because sometimes you get that conversation and you still don't heal from it, because that wasn't the problem. The problem is not the person understanding. The problem is the fact that they hurt you, or that they are who they are. That's not necessarily going to change because they say that they're sorry. And I guess that might be a hard pill to swallow, because I think we kind of process things in the sense of like when you were younger and you hit somebody and you said that you were sorry, it was like, oh, okay, that's okay. But it still hurt. It still hurts because the apology doesn't make it hurt less. That's not, it's the pain. It's the action that causes the pain. It's not the aftermath of it. Sometimes you have to just sit with the pain, and you have to process the pain for what it was, how it affected you, and not let it change you into a bitter person, and not let it change you into an angry person, and not let it drive you to mental, instability just because you're so tore up about it. Your closure comes from within you. It's your decision. It's you deciding, okay, this happened, it sucked, I hated it, it hurt me a lot, now I'm gonna fix it for myself. Because you can't give someone else the power to fix it for you, because they're not gonna do it. Your healing cannot be waiting for anybody. Your healing will come from you doing things that make you happy again, and being around people that didn't hurt you or that do love you and that you do still have that are supporting you, and finding solace in your own solitude. Yeah, finding solace in your own solitude, that is a word. That's the stuff that's gonna heal you. It's not gonna be someone else telling you sorry. If you do get the conversation and it does bring you some kind of peace, then that is literally amazing for you. I'm so happy for you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. But it's not gonna stop the pain anyway. So you may as well just decide, okay, I'm not gonna get an apology for this. That's fine. I'm not waiting for that. I'm okay. Or I'm not okay yet, but I'm gonna be okay. And I think once you do that, you start to heal. And some of it's time. And sometimes you're kind of like where I'm at, where you're not cool with it, but you've kind of accepted that that's your lot right now. And it's not the worst place to be. You know, obviously you prefer a life where you're not hurt by the people that you love, right? Obviously. But sometimes it's just not how things work out. And you have to be able to be okay with it. You have to be able to process it. And you have to stop trying to understand why they did what they did and why they are like how they are. Forget it. That's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. You have to sometimes let people be them, and then you be you, and you move on and you move past it. This teddy bear hurt me. This teddy bear would never hurt. Oh, let's use my frog and my teddy bear. So the teddy bear hurt the frog, and then the frog is just like, oh no, life is so bad. I hope that this teddy bear can apologize for what they did to me, and then I'll feel better. No. Because suppose the teddy bear punched the frog. The frog is hurt, and then the teddy bear is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But the frog is still down. And you will be too. Even though they said sorry. But more than likely, the teddy bear punches the frog and then walks away fine. Not even seeing why it was wrong to punch the frog. And then meanwhile, the poor frog is here lying, holding on for dear life. And why? You think he can stay here forever hoping that the teddy bear comes back and apologizes after they hurt him on purpose? Never. Never. So the frog has to be like, wow, that hurt. I'm gonna have to get back up though. I'm gonna have to be okay. I'm gonna have to work on my bruises. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some treatment. I'm in pain right now. I'm in so much pain right now, but I'm gonna be okay. And that was my beautiful little illustration with the stuffed animals that I have on my bed. I liked that. I liked that. I think I'm gonna do that now. I think I'm gonna do things with the stuffed animals. I like it. I liked it. It felt very on brand. No? Anyway. Yeah, so that's basically all I had to say on the topic. If you have something that you would like to say on that topic, comment down below. If you like. Yeah, so it cut out right at the end, but there was no way I'm gonna like set that whole thing back up again. So if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share the video, whatever your heart moves you to do, boo boo.